Hello boys and girls, I think this is Waynecast 96. Big fucking bee just went by me. So, I don't know why I'm panning bottles full like this. There's a reason, I'll explain later. It's very nice down here, see. There's a big hole in the ground, it's called Boggle Hole. I was here once before. It goes way down. Now I've got to go, you see in the horizon there, right about there, that's where I'm going to walk to. Then I'm going to walk all the way around, about there, on the horizon, to get back home. Because the wife has told me that I have to go and get some shopping. Not ideal on my days out, and my nice little walks, but so be it. For those of you who haven't realised, first things first, let's get the plug out of the way. The Autodesk masterclass for 3D mud box is now live that I've done. Some good stuff in there. I did it with a sprained wrist, wearing a wrist brace, which is an absolute world's first. I don't think anybody actually wanted to beat that world's first. But, you know, what are you going to do? I was a bit surprised that there's only 3 people did masterclasses this year. There was Mike McCarthy, there was me, I forget the other guy's name. But there was 3 of us that did them. They're not as many as last year. I think a lot of people turned them down for a second time because you didn't get to go to Siggraph. Does that annoy me? Yeah, it fucking does. I'm not going to lie. It aggravates the hell out of me because it's not as if I haven't contributed to this community significantly in the last 12 months. Vector displacement shader, case in point, made free. Everybody makes money out of it except me. There's a lot of firms are using it, saving some serious money on render time, and I don't get a penny, right? Autodesk, it meant that their Mudbox had a gold star feature that was supported by Mental Ray on the last release. Again, what do I get? Nothing, right? Yeah, I get a bit of kudos and all that, and oh, isn't that great? That's a fantastic fucking bit of program. And I'm thinking, you know, that doesn't mean shit, right? What means money to me, it means thing to me is money, and be able to have a nice trip away somewhere from time to time. All expenses paid. Now, I've said before, a lot of people think I'm being big-headed here, but if I go to an event, right? Most Mudbox users know who I am, right? Or the bloody should do. The amount of stuff I've been putting out for free over the years. Unless they're fairly new, of course. So the first thing I do is anybody who's ever even seen Mudbox wants to ask questions and have a talk and things like that, right? So what the way it normally goes is I get up, usually got to be there for about 6 in the morning, or I'm normally up early when I'm going to these events. Don't want to miss anything. And I spend, you know, from 9 o'clock in the morning till sometimes 3 the following morning just answering questions while I'm outside having a cigarette or a smoke or anything else. Now that's alright when you're getting, basically somebody's paying you to go there, or you're getting paid. But if I have to spend £2 grand going to fucking Siggraph, there is no way it's worth it for me. To pay £2 grand just to sit and answer people's questions for nothing isn't an intelligent use of my time. Now effectively it turns me, in all intents and purposes, into a fucking salesman, right? And a tech support of a bloody Mudbox. Now I don't mind doing that, I can't say no. Because imagine if you came up to me, and I'm sitting here having a cigarette, I am now, you know. He's not going to ask you a question. If I said, sorry, no, I can't answer your question because nobody's actually paying me money to answer your question. And it costs me a lot of money to get here. If you want to, that's my phone. I'll explain what that is later. Parcels arrived, quite ironically, that I would rather arrive before I left to do this, but anyway. It would make me sound like a complete dickwad, but again, if you are paying a couple of grand to get to Siggraph, then I want to do the things that I want to do, right? Not what I'm expected to do, and I can't do that, right? Because if I do that, I want to be, people are going to say, oh, he's a complete fuckwit, man, he's an arsehole, he won't answer any questions, won't talk to anybody. But try and reverse it, that's all I'll say, is think of it from the other side. If it was you, and you were paying £2 grand basically for the pleasure of answering people's questions all time of the day and night, I don't mind it, I don't mind doing it online, but if I'm paying a lot of money to go somewhere, then I won't, right? Unless somebody else pays. That's why I have a rule. You want me to go somewhere, somebody pays for it. Bottom line. I know lots of people will have a whinge about it and say, why should it be you? Well, because I know more about Mudbox than most people, right? Not everybody. There are a few people, most of them work at Autodesk, you know. But I think I'm the only man that's programmed it and bloody used it and God knows what else, right? We won't get into all that shit. But, so I know a bit about the program, right? I know inside out. But, oh, grasshopper somewhere down here. It's over there. I used to try and catch grasshoppers when I was a kid. I was shite at it, but my mate was fantastic. he'd just go, and he'd get it straight. Was it Mr. fucking Miyagi or something, you know? But butterfly. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm not a Siggraph, because basically nobody wants me there. Now I was gonna have ReDucto out by now. I'm having an absolute fucking nightmare with the company that I've brought in to do the licensing, right? To make sure that when it's sold, because yes, it will not be free, that it's not able to be broke inside of half an hour and be on a bloody demonoid or something, right? I have not put this much work in so everybody can rip me off. You don't like that? Tough. It's a nice view for you. Look at that, nice view. Not bad, is it? So yeah, and they seem to think that they're dealing with fucking Microsoft or something, right? Because they're expecting, you know, oh well, we've got to be able to handle it in case millions of there's two horses having sex over there. Dirty bastards. That's a bit off-putting that. But back on track. They seem to be thinking that it's going to be like Windows 2012 or something being released, that the whole planet's going to want it. And I'm like, look, you know, there's maybe what? First day, I reckon another 1,000 people are going to need this licensing system. It's not going to rock the whole universe and beyond the national news and international news, right? At least I don't think so. But trying to get this through these guys is impossible, and it's delayed things. It would have been out 2 months ago, right? Well, I'm saying 2 months. It would have been out mid-June, right? About a month ago. But this is delaying things. This is the side of software development that slows shit down when you're dealing with a third-party developer for a licensing system and things like that. Now, my bit's done, right? It's ready for the initial release. Got a few things I'm on adding to Mudwalker, some interesting stuff, you know, but again, Mudwalker's free, so I don't spend any more time on that than I have to, really, because it doesn't bring any money in. I like Mudwalker, I still use it, right? There's a lot of things it does that nothing else can do. Like the whole thing, people didn't get the idea that when it'll only export what you select, right? There's no BG. There's a reason for that. If you watch the masterclass, it shows you why that exists. There's things there that people aren't aware of, like the fact that, and I want to drop this, this is an exclusive, right? See, you may say, why did you keep on with Mudwalker when Autodesk had sort of their version of something similar, let's say similar, right? Because Mudwalker has a specific number of things it was wrote to do that people don't realise. It is very closely integrated to ReDucto. Yeah, that explains a lot, doesn't it? It means that it'll do stuff and send directly to ReDucto, which is a separate program, and not you know, that Mudwalker's never going to do that. This is why that exists. There's a lot of things there that it's slated to do and interferes with that I haven't released yet. Now, some of the stuff might not be out for a year, 2 years, whatever, right? That's if I continue with them, you know. Let's see what time it is. It's going about a minute and a half, so I'm going to have a little walk down to the bottom end, and I'll do another video. I might do another two today, because I haven't done any for a week or two, you know, proper ones. I only did a single part last time. There's a couple of things I want to cover, and, you know, things outside of the normal bollocks. So I'll see you in a minute. Bye bye.